Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our 9 p.m. English News Edition. Here are the headlines. A training workshop for transparent and rigorous public management. And for the international news, Israeli attacks kill a child every hour in Gaza. Welcome to our newsroom again, ladies and gentlemen. The Minister of Health, His Excellency Dr. Ahmed Roble Abdille, accompanied by the Secretary General of the Ministry, the President of the Commune of Bola House, and several officials conducted a field visit to District 7 and the Entomology Laboratory of the Malaria Program. The purpose of this visit was to observe the efforts being made in the fight against malaria. The first stop was District 7, one of the targeted areas for indoor residual spraying. A campaign launched on November 18, 2024. On site, the ministry evaluated the progress of the activities and praised the work of the spray operators, mobilizers, as well as the team leaders and supervisors. The IRS recently introduced in Djibouti as an innovative and effective method for vector control. This campaign is part of an integrated approach, including the destruction of larval breeding sites, spatial spraying, and the distribution of impregnated mosquito nets to strengthen prevention efforts. In his speech, the president of the Commune of Bola House expressed his gratitude to the Minister of Health for his commitment to the fight against malaria. This visit continued as an entomology laboratory, where the minister and his delegation observed ongoing research on mosquitoes that transmitted malaria and chikungunya, activities at the insectorium, including the breeding and analysis of mosquitoes. In his reaction, the Minister of Health emphasized the importance of this PID campaign to reduce the mosquitoes vector population in the targeted neighborhoods. He also praised the active collaboration of the residents, highlighting their essential role in the success of this initiative. The Minister stressed that such collective efforts are crucial for improving public health and preventing the spread of diseases transmitted by mosquitoes. And now, Tunisian President Kais Saied received yesterday at the Carthage Palace Mr. Nabil Mohamed Ahmed, Djiboutian Minister of Higher Education and Research, who delivered a message from his Djiboutian counterpart, His Excellency Mr. Ismail Omar Guelleh. The purpose of this meeting was to strengthen bilateral relations between Tunisia and Djibouti. President Saied emphasized the importance of the historical ties between the two countries, praising their cooperation in key areas such as higher education, vocational training, and health. He reaffirmed Tunisia's willingness to share its expertise to support Djibouti's initiatives in a spirit of mutual benefits. Beyond bilateral cooperation, Kais Saied reaffirmed Tunisia's commitment to African unity, calling for a prosperous and united continent. He stressed the need to move beyond wars, famine, and discrimination to build an Africa based on solidarity and sustainable development. This meeting reflects a shared vision to promote progress and improve the living conditions of African people through a strengthened strategic cooperation. And now in Djibouti, in the north, in Tadjoura, the second edition of the Tadjoura Cultural Festival, organized by the Tekem Tarago Association under the high patronage of Minister of Culture, Dr. Hibo Mumin Asawi, kicks off tonight in Tadjoura with a grand musical and cultural evening. Already, this second edition is a success, with a record participation expected from over 3,000 people. The organizers have cast a wide net to mobilize all the active forces of Tadjoura, as well as representatives from the region on the capital. The festival is said to bring together representatives from all the Afar Sultanate, Tadjoura, Rahaitu, and Goba'ad. Representatives from regional countries all have also been invited to this second edition of the festival. A strong delegation from different regions arrived in Tadjoura this afternoon from Afar region in Ethiopia, was warmly welcomed at the prefecture of Tadjoura, Mr. Mohammed Hamad Abbas, in the presence of the Minister of Defense, Mr. Hassan Omar, the President of the Regional Council, Mr. Omar Hussein, the President of the Association, Mr. Bashir. The second festival is dedicated to highlight the cultural richness of Tadra and has generated great anticipation. The final preparations are underway. Fruitful exchanges have been taking place between local and regional delegation and promising cultural and musical activities, including the legendary Malabu dance, are expected during the event, which will be launched tonight with a musical and cultural evening. This eagerly awaited event will showcase the cultural heritage of Tajura through an exceptional exhibition of artisanal production of artisanal products, as well as various stands representing local creators and artisans. Tomorrow, a major conference of Madra Afar is scheduled during the festival, which will last for 3 days. Exhibition and sales of artisanal product also. Visitors will have the opportunity to discover a variety of unique artisanal projects ranging from works art of handmade textile, traditional jewelry, sculptures to local gastronomic products. In his intervention, the Minister of Defense, His Excellency Mr. Hassan Omar Mohammed, emphasized the crucial importance of this event, calling it a key moment for the promotion of the country's culture and heritage. According to him, such initiatives are essential to preserve and promote local traditions and customs while reinforcing the sense of national identity. In opening the ceremony, he warmly welcomed the delegation from various regions, highlighting their contribution to enriching this moment. As I mentioned in the title, from December 24 to 26, 2024, the People's Palace hosted a training workshop organized by the Directorate of Public Accounting under the auspices of the Minister of Budget. This event aimed at the winners of the internal competition for accounting officers, so to enhance their skills for rigorous and transparent public management. Co-chaired by the General Secretary of the Minister of Budget, Mr. Simon Mabratu, and the Public Accounting Director, Mr. Ihab. The program focused on 3 main areas: legal framework and obligation of accounting officials, sharing of experiences, and practical immersion. This workshop is part of a broader strategy for the Ministry of Budget to modernize public management. An extended training plan for all public accountants will be launched in 2025 to strengthen their skills and align national practices with international standards. Through this initiative, the Ministry of Budget reaffirms its commitment to transparent, effective management that serves the public interest. The director of the public accounting emphasized that this program goes beyond a simple academic exercise. It prepares the winners to face the practical challenges of their future roles while strictly adhering to regulatory frameworks. For his part, the General Secretary of the Ministry of Budget, Mr. Simon Mebratu, emphasized for his part the strategic importance of this training, noting that it is crucial for enhancing the skills and knowledge of public accounting officials. He highlighted that the training would ensure better management of public finances, improve accountability, and align practices with international standards. The National Police and the National Food Analysis Laboratory joined forces to protect public health on the evening of Monday, December 16. An operation led by officials from the 40th District Police Station uncovered a major food fraud in a warehouse located near the police station. During this intervention, the police found that the bags were clearly expired and had been repackaged with counterfeit labels. They also discovered a machine used to repackage the bags, which was employed to conceal the actual condition of products. The goal was to sell off the stock on the market. As a result of these findings, the warehouse was immediately shut down. The repacking machine was seized and the owner was placed in police custody. The suspect has been referred to the prosecutor's office and placed under arrest of the Gabon Civil Prison. The National Police and Health Inspectors urged the public to remain vigilant. Any suspicious and anomaly regarding food products should be reported to the authorities, police, the gendarmerie, or LANA. Citizen cooperation is vital to ensure food safety and protect the health of all Djiboutians. As part of its initiative to improve the living condition of orphans, the Diwan al-Zakat carried out the distribution of the second sponsorship installment for 2024 in Obokh region in the north of the country. The distribution ceremony took place in the presence of officials from the Diwan al-Zakat and representatives of local authorities, highlighting the essential cooperation between these actors of the success of this initiative. This operation is part of the Diwan al-Zakat strategy, which works tirelessly to improve the conditions of orphans, one of the most vulnerable groups in the society. On this occasion, Mr. Aden Hussein Aden, head of the sponsorship department of the Diwan al-Zakat, highlighted the significant impact of this program on the well-being of orphans. He also thanked the local authorities for their warm welcome and commitment ensuring the efficient and targeted distribution of assistance. As in all the secondary schools across the country, the Obokh region, the Obokh General High School hosted the first of the baccalaureate exam on Sunday, December 22nd, 2024. A total of 109 candidates participated in this first day, which was dedicated to the philosophy exam. A delegation led by the prefect of the region of Obokh, Mr. Musa Aden Migane, and composed by the vice president of the regional council and the regional inspector and the commander of the gendarmerie brigade in the region, visited the school to observe the smooth conduct of those exams. Upon arrival, the delegation was welcomed by Mr. Hassan Omar, the principal of the high school, and his team. The members of the delegation praised the flawless organization of the exam and emphasized the importance of this critical step in assessing the candidates' progress in preparation for the 2025 baccalaureate. On Wednesday, December 18, 2024, the Dikhil Middle School successfully held its first parent-teachers meeting of the 2024-25 school year, focusing on the first trimester report. The event was marked by strong participation from parents reflecting their commitment to their children's academic success. During the meeting, parents were able to learn about their children's academic results and receive essential information about their educational progress. The meeting also brought together members of the teaching committee, the parents association, and the school committee. This first parent-teachers meeting highlights the strengthening partnership between families and the school, which is crucial for ensuring the educational success of the Dikhil region students. The principal of the school expressed his gratitude towards the parents, teachers, and administrative staff for their involvement. He also thanked regional authorities, particularly the head of the department, for their ongoing support in improving the learning condition of the students. As part of the Integrated Water Resources Management Project, a training session focused on nutrition was held on Tuesday, December 24 in Dikhil, organized by the National Union of Djiboutian Women (UNFD) in partnership with the Ministry of Agriculture. The session brought together maternal counselors, traditional midwives, and facilitators from the region. The goal was clear: to equip them with the necessary tools to support families and raise awareness among young mothers about good dietary practices. A specialized dietitian led the workshop, covering essential topics such as the importance of a balanced diet and its impact on family health. This project, funded by the International Fund for Agricultural Development, is part of the fight against malnutrition and the promotion of local agriculture. This is a strong commitment to enhancing the resilience of communities while highlighting the role of women in nutrition and sustainable agriculture. Sport now under the aegis of the State Secretary for Sport, the Djiboutian Athletics Federation, in partnership with the Ministry of National Education and Vocational Training, organized a sport day in Ali Sabih dedicated to identify new talents. This initiative, part of a national drive to highlight local sporting abilities, focused on two key races, one of 5 kilometers and another of 2 kilometers. At the break of dawn, the cool morning air of Aska, around 100 young girls and boys from various age groups lined up at the starting line. The event was attended by influential figures from the sport and educational sector. The main objective of this event was to identify future champions capable of representing the Republic of Djibouti on the international stage. The organizers expressed their ambition to make such events a regular part of structured program aimed at evaluating and developing sports talent. With this resounding success, Ali Sabih has proven to be a true breeding ground for Djiboutian athletics. The potential demonstrated during the day suggests a bright future for national sports. And for international news in Gaza, as I mentioned on the top stories, the conflict in Gaza continues to cause the devastating destruction, particularly among Palestinian children. Every hour, a Palestinian child loses their life in this conflict. A figure that, far from being just a number, because becomes a cry of despair in the face of the ongoing human tragedy. Since last year, according to UNRWA, 14,000 Palestinian children have been killed in Israeli attacks, despite constant calls from the international communities, including the United Nations, for a ceasefire. In response to this violence, arrest warrant has been issued against Israeli officials, including the Israeli Prime Minister and the former Minister of Defense, for war crimes. Additionally, Israel is facing accusation of genocide, further intensifying international pressure on the Israeli state to end the war and its humanitarian consequences. This is it for this 9 p.m. English News edition. Thank you for watching us. Stay tuned for more on RTD.